All right, says we're live. Did I remember to change my calendar? Yes, I did. Hey, success. Welcome. It's a Sunday, and I have a couple of things that I would like to do today to kind of set up for next week, because I have not set up my planner for next week yet. But I'm also working on a couple of things for anyway, I'll tell you in a minute, but let me say hellos first. Hello, it is the 18th. We are approaching the two-thirds of the way through the month, which is kind of insane to me. Yeah, 2/3 of the way through July, which is massive. So that's going to be fun to kind of like wrap my brain around. We've only got two weeks, essentially 2 weeks left in this month, and then it's August already, which is insane. So we are approaching, I think next weekend is the full moon, so that's going to be a thing to pay attention to, and especially for my Chimera Moon story. And goodness, what else? So I'm still waiting to hear back from the interview that I did. I wasn't expecting to get a call back because, you know, Friday, people take the weekend off, that kind of thing. So I've been trying not to like focus on that, and sort of like with some modicum of success and also some modicum of failure there. But so Megan and Kat are over on Twitch, and they are raiding the channel as we speak. So hello. But yeah, so I'm excited about that, but I'm trying not to think too hard about that, and also like trying to plan for a successful writing week next week, with also keeping in mind that I may have to go do some things like get thumbprinted again and whatnot, and go hopefully sign a contract, but we'll see. So I've got some, I can't put as many stickers because this past week I used like a crap ton of stickers, which made it look amazing, and I enjoyed it very much. But I found myself a couple of days sort of running out of room for some of the things that I wanted to write down. Well, I guess that's not necessarily true, because I still had about half a box left even on the most full days. So maybe I can use as many stickers, which is always a plus. So I'm going to be doing some planning things first, which might take 2 sprints. I don't know, depending on how heavily I plan, and how long it takes me to pick out stickers. And then I want to be working on either Chimera Moon, or I might go and play around with some Cinderella chapters, because I have, I think 3/4 of the next episode, chapter, like scene, whatever we want to call it. I have about 3/4 of it done, I think. It might be closer to half, but I think it's closer to 3/4. So anyway, so that's kind of the vague plan that I have for today. I'm going to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, which is one of the reasons why I tend to label my streams as writing and productivity, because I know that my brain usually does a little bit of both. But yeah, so, and if you are curious, that is a little laminator that I dug out of my school supply stuff. So I am attempting real hard, like, not to go hardcore into the lesson plans and things like that, because I haven't been offered the job yet. But I am, I think, gonna make a set of laminated date things, and then stick little squares of magnetic tape on the back, So I could use those on my Kanban board, and because it's magnetic whiteboard, or I could use it over on my other whiteboard. So it doesn't necessarily have to be for a classroom, but I have it for a classroom in mind. So anyway, but I've cut out the pieces that I need to, but I'm not going to be doing that on stream because I want to be focused on mainly writing for these streams, because the dawdling writer is separate from teaching life. So the card for today, which I just pulled, is the antelope. Life is speeding up. So he's telling me to get busy because there's only 2 weeks left in July, and I haven't finished my writing goals, so I gotta deal with that. Mr. Antelope calling me out. Okay, from the top we have the 8 of Cups. So there's a possibility of hyper focusing on something and sort of neglecting some other things. So we have to be aware of that. And we have the Sun. It was in the inverse position though. So the Sun is also one of my cards. And because I'm a weird one and I have 3 numerology birth tarot cards instead of the normal 2. So I have the Magician, the Sun, and the Wheel of Fortune. And it's another bird heavy card, which brings me back to Corbin and Gabby's story, which is the brother of the initial female lead, and he is the spy network sort of character, the one who's in charge of the information spy network, and Gabby is the daughter of the core cult. And the next card is Lovers, also birds in the background. So I think I'm going to be working on Gabby and Corbin's story just based on those cards. So yes, so indeed, so an emotion that you're hyper focused on, or you're missing out on some other things. So this might indicate sort of the lack of emotions that Gabby is getting from her cult leader mother, who is the Queen of Swords. Yeah, that fits. So that's how I'm going to be reading the cards today. Is super focused, like it's bird heavy, but with the emotions. So I'm going to be working on that story, I think, once I am done with the planning. So, all right, let me say hello for real. So Megan and Kat and Just Eva are in the Twitch chat. And Maggie is over here on YouTube. Hello. And I did go and watch your Hold My Coffee 2021, the July edition. And thank you very much for the shout out. I appreciate it. And also the deck of cards that you have is gorgeous. Christina says, hello, welcome. You hope everybody is doing well. I hope so too. And CB is here. Hello. And there's the raid. And Kelly says, hello and good day to everyone. Yay. CB just had a shower. You have done 3/4 of your chores. You still have dishes to do and laundry to finish. Yes, I did laundry yesterday, but I still need to finish dishes as well. So I'm in the same boat. I hope so. Becca is here. Hello. Welcome. And Melissa is here. Hello and happy Sunday. CB rewarded yourself with KFC. Always a good choice. Yes, so I'm certified to teach 6th through 12th English, and I'm also gifted, have the additional sort of addendum to my certificate for gifted. So yeah. So I had an interview on Friday morning. The cheerleader. Yay. The antelope is a very good sign. Yes, yes, absolutely. but it also is like, you've been dawdling too much, which is for the usual. Renee, hello. How did I decide on my channel name? So I have always like sort of done things on my own time, which is not necessarily as fast as other people would like me to do it. That's like in personal life stuff, not professional life. So with my dad used to call me his little turtle when I was a kid. And so it was just always kind of like, all right, you're going to move on your own time, however you want. So, and then because we are Southern, dawdling is sort of a part of our normal vocabulary. So me being a procrastinator and taking the slow way to do things, I am the dawdling writer who is either procrastinating writing or just taking far, far too long to do things. So that's how I came up with the name. And yes, and welcome. And we have the Coffee Bunny Cafe, I believe. Yes, and the cat icon. You had an antelope doe and her calf in your field last evening. Oh, and they were getting water from the far pasture water trough. Nice. So apparently antelope is just the all-around vibe for today. And Maggie says, your cards for the day were 3 of Cups, King of Cups, ooh, and the inverse Page of Wands. Ooh. Okay, so 3 of Cups is usually sort of celebrations, sometimes mainly between women because of the emotional ties to cups. The King of Cups, sometimes indicative of liquor business for my stories anyway. And the Page of Wands is the girl who burns the forest down in my story. So do with that what you will. Megan says, I'm going to be working on an exciting scene in my novel. Nice. It's always good to be working with excitement. And Just Seb, hello, hello. Getting ready for some writing. Excellent. Yay. Yes, now to record them in the beautiful journal. Yes, I have mine tucked underneath my official planner. And I've got a tarot journal, which I also need to record my cards with today. So something happened to the sound. Oh, it's you. Okay. I always have to check because I do occasionally have some issues with sound. So thank you very much. I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that I get some good news this week. So CV got the 5 of Cups. Ooh, halfway point. Okay, the Ace of Pentacles, the beginning of the journey for that, and the Moon. I love the Moon character for my deck. I'm not going to go find it, although I'm tempted. But yes, I like those. Those are all good because you have sort of like midpoint in the journey, the beginning of a journey, and then you have the Moon, which could wax and wane. So it's very much journey oriented when I see those 3 together, sort of like pathway and growth. So you keep restarting the short story draft of your nano project. Oh, okay. So in this case, you might want to check the midpoint because the 5, something in the beginning, and the Pentacles can deal with either sort of like financial, career, or they can deal with physical body. So if you have a character that is dealing with one of those 2 aspects, you might want to check those. And then the Moon is sort of like the overall wax and wane, so you might want to check pacing. I don't know. So that might be one of those 3 things might be why you feel the need to restart. Ellie Vera says, hello, welcome. All right, y'all, I think we are to the bottom of the chat. So I'm going to, I forgot to pull up a timer. Y'all, what am I doing? But since it's Sunday, HK should have some new timers, right? HK Darkwood timer. Ah, okay, nice. So we have a sort of misty, foggy mountain scene. I'm going to share this. Okay, hit the like button and go down and comment. Yay, new timer. Okay. Alrighty. So the quote for the new timers says, "Magic is believing in yourself. If you can make that happen, you can make anything happen." And that's from Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. I'm not sure how to pronounce his last name. I should know this, but yes. So we have, I love the sort of different fading shades of these mountains and fog. This is like one of my favorite types of image, sort of like backgrounds. It's great. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so I'm going to quit fangirling over HK's new timer and give us our reminders. So, number 1, save your document if you have already been working this morning. If you have not pulled up your document yet, go ahead and do so, and I will also pop open my document because I do intend to write today. So I'm going to open this folder, open this document. Excellent. Pop it over here for a little bit later. And 2, make sure that you have something to hydrate with or plan to get some. I'm actually currently out of tea. And 3, make sure that you straighten your spine and roll your shoulders back for a posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break or if you need to get up and get something to hydrate, make sure you do that. All right, those are your reminders. And we can now get started with a 15-minute warm-up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! All right. How was that? Switch over to chat break. I got a little bit done. I finished working on some of the things that I have to do this evening, like adding those and adding some notes for reminders of some things to kind of shift the timeline for. I forgot to do what I was grateful for yesterday. Anyway, I'll kind of think about that in a moment. Yeah, I did get a few things sort of like pinned down to specific days. I'm going to be trying out a slightly different, I think, layout this week to see if I can actually get a little bit more of my to-do list for my like daily routines done. Because I've been kind of like hit or miss with some things that are not necessarily like morning stuff. So, yeah. So I've got my, I've got a little section over on the left-hand side that has 7 little boxes, because they were a sticker that has, so it's for like a weekly check-off thing. So I've got a little section there for some habits and things that I'm trying to do daily. So I can still like kind of mark, so like one of them is water. So I can still kind of do my stroke count for the daily sections. And then just when I'm done for the day, have all 8 glasses, then I can fill in the little checkbox. Yeah, so it was relatively successful, that warm-up sprint, because it was productive. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna pull these 2 sticker things out because I think I'm gonna pull some stickers from there. How'd y'all do? I hope it was more productive than mine, even though I did get some stuff done. I hope you were more productive if you wanted to be. No pressure. Let's see, where were we? Olivia is here to do some reading sprints. That's awesome. And CB did tweak the outline again this morning, so maybe that's what it was for your cards. I think Maggie was referring to the timer. Yes, it's gorgeous. Big fan of HK's timers. Yes, absolutely. Okay, and so this is Goethe. I should just like Google pronounce it, because I will do it during the next sprint so I can know how to pronounce it. Lizzie says, hey, you will be going against your realistic mind and putting down publishing plans for music and animal series in 2024 and 2025. That's exciting. And the thing about plans is as you go along, you can always adjust, but it's nice to put a plan into place. That way you have something to aim for. You're initially thinking 2023, but there's no way you'll be ready. But see, now you know more about the writing process and what steps take longer and et cetera, et cetera. So this is an adjustment to a plan, and that's fine. Exactly. So you don't want to put out something that isn't your best work when you can control when it comes out. Exactly. Yes. Devin says, howdy. Hello, Devin. I have the correct date. And Lizzie says, and I'm as terrified as heck. Yes. Putting plans down sometimes causes some anxiety, but it should also create some excitement for it too. So, and Devin says, Dr. Lizzie. Devin. CB got 272 words that time. Excellent. Ooh, Just Seb got 299 words. Nice. And CB got 4. Poor Tony. That's all you have to say. Are you putting him through the ringer? Lizzie froze in panic. Oh no. And Elvira says 13 pages of Brandon Sanderson's The Final Empire has been read. Nice. Excellent. And Elvira says hello to Melissa. And Megan got 230 words that time. Excellent. And you're almost done writing this emotional scene. Good. Good, good, good. Lizzie says, I also need to plan what I'm going to write for the rest of the year and how you're going to convince your parents to let you have an author platform. Continue to let them read your work, I think, and let them know how serious you are about it. Kelly says, working on my scene list. Very nice. And Maggie says, got coffee, scribbled in the journal, and uploaded to Vella. Very nice. And just said, much closer this time. You have no idea how to phonetically spell out the, oh, yes. It's like, oh, but childish. Let's do this. How?
Rinse off. Gute. Gute.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. Yes. Okay. Now I understand why you said it's more childish. Okay. Gotcha. Thank you. I should have done that first. Kelly says, so cool, Lizzie. Good luck. Yes. Hashtag delightful Devon. Hashtag marvelous Melissa. And Stevie says, yes. Kelly says, hello to Melissa. I missed you last week, but you'll be there for the upcoming. Nice. Oh no. Cooking and baking is not going well. Oh no. Oh no. I'm so sorry. Hopefully it turns out all right in the end. Maggie says, I'm at this series of chapters where one of my semi-immortals assumes the identity of a deceased young man named Gaius Julius Caesar, and then as Lord Stein von Franks. Oh, Frankenstein and Julia. Okay. Fun. Very fun. Christina says, no words because you got distracted, but you did get yourself a coffee. That is perfectly fine. We accept coffee, food and drink for words here. Oh, that is not okay. So Google pronunciation says is wrong yet again. Okay. Gotcha. Melissa says, hope you had a good week. Looking forward to see you soon. Google Translate pronounces it differently for you too. I don't know. I don't know. And Kelly says, coffee just poured me a cup. Nice. I need to actually go get something else because I have finished my tea. Coffee for the win. Yes, except I'm drinking tea today, so tea time. All right. I'm going to set us up for another sprint. And we will use the 25 of the same timer because it's pretty. And hit the like button. Make it full screen. Nope. I didn't share it yet. You would think that I will be able to do this in the correct order after having done it so many times. But no. Nope. I shared the wrong one. I shared the chat. Again, like I said, you would think that I would be able to do this. Yes, I definitely need more tea. So, all right. Okay, so second sprint is the self-promo sprint, which means feel free to promote yourself. Whether it's your social medias, your websites, your books, your Amazon author page, your Kindle Vella page, your YouTube channels, any videos that you've done recently, anything like that, do let us know about them. And just remember that if you don't have the Blue Wrench of Power, you will not be able to post direct links. So keep that in mind. And then as for reminders, 1, save your document. 2, make sure you have something to drink. 3, straighten your spine and roll your shoulders back for a posture check. And if your wrists are feeling sore or stiff, make sure that you keep in mind some of Austin K's hand stretches and do a few of those if you are feeling particularly stiff. And 4, make sure that you take a break if you need one. Those are your reminders. And now we can get started with 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! All right, that was the second sprint. How'd you do? I did finish, I think, what I can of planning for next week. So I have a relatively, still relatively decorated. I tried to have more stickers with the second half of the week that have like writable space in case I need it. So that is done. It always takes me a little bit longer to sort of like decide certain stickers and whatnot than I think it should, for sure. But I was also taking some notes on other pages for later dates and things that need to happen. So yeah, kind of a slow start to being productive today, but doing all of that now will help me be more productive and efficient later. So it's a trade-off. That was the second sprint, so don't forget to self-promo in the chat, which I have forgotten to do. So let me go fetch my link. And okay, so here is the tarot journal. Here are my websites and Twitch in case you would like to follow me there. My Twitter is the only sort of like odd social media handle because it's a dawdling writer instead of the dawdling writer. And then everywhere else, Instagram and all the other things, I am the dawdling writer. So there you go. Those are all of my self-promos that I have at the moment. So let's see what all your self-promos are. Megan, have you checked out the authortube chronic illness and disability tag? A new video was added yesterday. Check it out. And there's the playlist. And also, Megan says, have you seen my Pride and Prejudice piece, which is titled Pregnancy Test? It's short and sweet. And there's the link for that, as well as the entire link for the playlist of the anthology is also there. Thank you very much, Megan, for providing that. And Maggie says, my Amazon author page featuring my $1.99 book through July and August for #summer reading. And there's the link for that. And CB, okay, another self-promo from Maggie. Here's the Catalleya story. 32 episodes available now, with new ones posting every third day. And there is the Amazon Catalleya link. And CB says there are 18 short stories on my fanfiction.net and archive of our own pages under the name Pepperoni Fan 1982. And there's a poll on your fanfiction.net page that CB would appreciate you taking. And Maggie says Megan's Pride and Prejudice story was wonderful, and so is her authortube chronic illness and disability tag. Yes, and I would also agree. And Devin says, my things. And there's the link tree. And more live streams. There's the most helpful playlist in case you like to write to writing sprints. And Megan also is complimenting Maggie. Your chronic illness tag is beautiful and everyone should watch it. Also agree. Or just watch the cats climbing all over my big elm tree, says Maggie. Yes, you love the cats. I asked how Twitch sprints went. And Charlie says, hey. Charlie, if you would like to drop a link for your Catalleya and all of the other things, don't forget to self-promote. Kelly says, I'm still scene hopping and planning for next week. And Maggie says hello to Charlie. And Megan got 234 words that time, 4 more than the last time. And you finished the emotional scene, and now you are having the characters process it. Yes, processing is important for sure. And Chloe is here. Hello, welcome. And CB says 344 words and bought a book on tarot on your Kindle/iPad. Nice. Come to the dark side. Fall into the tarot rabbit hole. You don't have to if you don't want to. And then I posted the link to my the tarot journal. Then it is an Amazon affiliate link, so I do earn some commissions from it should you choose to shop that way. And Megan says hello to Chloe. And yes, so I'm currently dual streaming to my Twitch channel as well, in case you would like to see me over there. And there's the Twitter handle. And Alleycat is here. Hello! Welcome. Maggie says, my middle is entertaining me with the story of how she drowned in Dungeons & Dragons, and the group wizards could not revive her because he rolled a 3 instead of a 12 or a higher. Oh no! Yes, there is more than one dawdling writer. There are a lot of us, actually. We just don't necessarily call ourselves that or reveal ourselves to be dawdling, but there are quite a few of us. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. It makes me happy that it's useful. So Christina says 168 words. Excellent. What is a mysterious altar doing out in the middle of the woods? What is that thing lurking behind it? How are they going to survive? Good question. Very good question. If you are out in the middle of the woods, there's an altar, there's something lurking behind it, and my guess is it's probably nighttime. Possibility of it being nighttime. So, you know, all the things that could go wrong. Just, there's so much there. It's great. So, blinded angels, there you go. And yes, tarot rabbit hole, indeed. Very much indeed, yes. Alrighty, that was the second sprint. So let's move on to a third. And do we want to go for another 25 or do we want to pop it up to a 30? Up to y'all. Vote in the chat. And no, we are not doing a 75-minute one. They go wrong. All the wrong. All right. So we have 3 votes for 25. Well, Maggie kind of votes for 205, but so we will go for the 25 minutes. Should we go for 25 minutes and 13 seconds? In that case, I need the 45-minute timer. 25:13, huh? Let's see if I can get it on the dot. Ooh, no, I got 25:15, so let's knock it down. There we go. It is now. Okay, so Maggie did mean 205, but no, we're not doing that. Maggie has been infected by Devin. Oh no! Pretty soon, the whole of AuthorTube will be infected, which is Devin's master plan for taking over AuthorTube. All right, so this is another one of HK's timers in case you haven't seen it. We're just utilizing all of HK's timers. So don't forget to save. Make sure you have something to hydrate and hydrate with, because if you had something to hydrate, I mean, it could be yourself. Sorry, words. Anyway, save, sip, and so straighten your spine and roll your shoulders back for a posture check. release some of that tension. And then 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. The devolution continues. Yes, indeed. Alrighty, I think we can get started now with 25 minutes and 13 seconds in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! I was muted. I said that was the end of that sprint, and make sure you do a posture check, because I was like very much hunched over, and my shoulders can tell. I also have something on my shirt. I have ordered a laptop stand and fan thing, but when I ordered it, it was like coming sometime between August 2nd and 22nd. Like, you know, it's like, okay, fine. But it will be able to convert to a standing height. So like if I put it on the desk and then extend it twice, because it's got angle legs things that I can extend. Plus it has a fan to keep the laptop cool. So far it has occasionally struggled when but not like as hard as my old one did. When am I getting an echo? Is it me? Let me mute myself again. How is it now? Is it better? Y'all let me know if it's better or all right, y'all tell me if I'm still echoing, and we will see if I can do anything about it, or if it has fixed itself. Okay. Okay, no echo there. Okay, Ellie, you might want to check and see if you have an autoplay on another tab that rolled over to this particular stream, which is what I did on somebody else's. So you might have me open twice accidentally. Or who knows? Maggie says, I wish watering myself was as easy as watering the garden. Yeah, just turn on the hose and it goes for however long. It'd be kind of nice. Jenna, hello. You are popping in to say hello from your phone, and you want to know if everybody is getting those words in today. I have actually gotten some words this sprint. Like 270-ish, somewhere around there. So, but there was a lot of thinking also going on that sprint. So Devin says, Jenna wants to know, how is Devin? Devin says, I'm doing okay. What about you? Jenna says, I've been better, but I'll be okay. Just hard times right now. I'm sorry. But yes, I hope that things turn around and look better. Megan says, I got 111 words. The lovely repeating one. A perfect number. You got stuck and you will have to do some research before you can continue. Did you actually get stuck, or did you see that you hit 111? We're just like, I'm going to stop there because that's a good number. Yes, because I muted myself and had to say it over again. Chloe says, I got part of my semi-annual blog post written. That feels about how I blog anymore. But good for you. That is awesome. And Cachet is here. Hello. How are you? Hope you're doing good. I'm plugging along, but it feels slow. So CB over on Twitch says 175 words. Okay, Charlie got no echo. Alley Cat says, I'm reading this book called All the Queen's Sons. You're 94% in and loving it. Nice. Excellent. That is good. That is good. Hopefully the author will also have an ending that matches up with the other 94% of the book. Headphones were plugged in and then unplugged. That can cause. Okay, yeah. Jenna says hello to Alicat and wants to know how you're doing. Charlie says, I am continuing the rewrite of Chapter 7. Ellie Vera says, all sorted now. Just had to refresh the Chrome. Yeah, sometimes technology is just like, I'm having a fit. Devin says an echo equals dual joules. Yes, sometimes. Shay's all right. You just got in from walking the dogs after a nap. Ooh, that sounds like a lovely day. Naps and puppies. Sounds great. I hope the weather was nice for walking the dogs. That's also another good thing too. Alley Cat says, I'm assuming the ending might be good. It's at a sad scene at the moment, but you are hoping it will be good. Yes. Yes. There was a series of manga that I read at one point. I think I read it in college. And it was a fantastic series. And then I read the last one, and one of the main characters died. And I was just like, excuse me? Excuse me? I won't tell you which one it is because spoilers, but I was so mad, and I was reading, we had gone to like the coffee shop. It was at Borders, which no longer exists. And so we were reading in the coffee shop portion, and I was so mad that I told her, I can't remember how many of us were there, but I told one in particular, and she had been reading the series too. I thought she had already finished it, but she hadn't. So I spoiled the ending of the series for her because I was so mad that I could not talk about it. So hopefully your story will not have that kind of ending. Okay, so the weather was nice, and that was surprising since it was storming yesterday. Nice. Yay for good weather. And Steve says, just under 2K for the day so far, about halfway through today's goal. So the chapter goal, not the word count goal. Gotcha. Gotcha. Excellent. All right, it is almost the top of the hour. We still have another hour to go. So let's do another sprint. How long would you like to go this time? Would you like to do, again, close to 25, or would you like to do longer? And I'm going to switch over to one of Charlie's timers. Alicat says, you will hope. What are we hoping? Did I miss it? Oh, yes. Yeah. Sorry, I lost that train of thought real quick. You hope that the ending will turn out good. Yes. Maggie says, why is it that Grammarly always wants to change the heir to like a company or an estate to hair on your head? Who names or crowns their hair? Well, you do have the crown of your head. So, I don't know, but it's, I don't know that there's a pronunciation difference. At least I think there has come to be less than there might have been initially. Oh, Deborah from the Bible, I shall have to study thee. Yeah. Yeah. Jenna is hanging in there, and you need to get some writing in. So hopefully this will help. Maggie votes for a 30-minute sprint. Jenna says Grammarly is weird. Devin votes for 300, but I'm going to knock a 0 off of that and count that as a second vote for 30 minutes. Yes. Yeah, maybe Grammarly thinks it knows what it's talking about. CB is going to be right back. Maggie sends a smiley face. CB says, I use per writing aid. Okay, so we have 2 votes for 30 minutes. So we will do a 30 minutes. which is perfect because one of Charlie's timers is for 30 minutes. Zero thief. Yes. Yeah. All right. Okay, so just to let you know, this timer that Charlie has created starts off with chimes from a grandfather clock and ends with the sound of thunder. The in-between is silent as usual, but there are sounds at the beginning and end of this timer. So please don't be scared. The thunder is not like huge, but it is there at the end. So, again, just like with HK, make sure that you visit Charlie's channel and give some likes and comments to the timers. Okay, so regular reminders. 1, save your document. 2, make sure you have something to drink. I'm going to have to go refill my water yet again. 3, make sure that you straighten your spine and roll your shoulders back for a posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Those are your reminders, and we can now get started with a 30-minute sprint. And if you feel like doing a challenge, there is always the 1K in 30-minute challenge, or 500 words, or however many you think you can do. But no pressure. So 30 minutes in 5. Wait, no, I don't have to do this. That's right. Charlie did this for me. Yay! Okay, that was the 4th sprint. And if you participated in this little challenge banner, did you reach your 1K goal, your 500 or 250K, 50 word goal? Did you reach your little sprint goal? I ended up editing for that sprint. So let me highlight and see how much I edited. Oh, 810 words. So I was shy of the 1K, but I did hit the 500 words. So there you go. But editing is a little more finicky. So not necessarily all of that was written, but all of it was reviewed. So there you go. You're confused because it was a 30-minute sprint. Yeah. Let me take this little banner off. You thought you had to write those words in 3 minutes? No, you didn't. But you could become a real fast talker if you could dictate that quickly. Christina was headed out. You're welcome for the sprints, and thanks for the happy writing wishes. And 1012. Yay! You hit the 1K mark. That's awesome. And you have to head out. So thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. And Chloe says, just hit publish on my blog post. Woohoo! Excellent. Excellent. Ooh, and CB got 2,256 words. Nice. Copy pasted a little bit of that, but it was necessary. But that's okay. If you have already written it and it fits the scene perfectly, there's no reason why you should change it. That is awesome. You're doing great. Alley Cat says, I finished my book and continued to read this book called To Sleep in a Sea of Stars. Is that the Paolini one? Is it? This one? It's on my to-read shelf. I have not read it, so let me know if you are enjoying it. What is this one? This is the same author who wrote the Aragon. There was a blue dragon, and its name was essentially it was a reference to sapphires. I can't remember much about it. I do remember reading it in high school, and our media center got like an early copy of it. I don't remember if it was an ARC or just why they got their hands on it, but it still had a whole bunch of the mistakes in it. The copy editor had not gone through it again. And so my first impression of the series was that. It was a good story, but I was definitely jarred quite a few times by the grammar that had not. Even in high school, I was a nerd. I'm not like terribly finicky about like everything like must be right before I read it, but there were enough mistakes. Like I'm not sure why they sent the ARC out that soon, but I don't know. Like, yeah, and that was one of the reasons why I was excited to read it, but I was just like, you would think that if they spent the time to make it a hardback and sent it out as an advanced reader copy or whatever it was supposed to be to media centers and librarians all over the place, like you would think that they would have had an editor spend some time on it. I don't know. I think that was my first experience with some sort of advanced reader copy. And I wasn't sure what to think about it. So, and that was high school me, So Maggie says, another chapter put through Microsoft Word Editor, Google Editor, and Grammarly. Very nice. And Charlie says, I have scheduled chapter 7. Hooray! The hubby is making taco salad. Ooh, and the house smells so good. Nice. Okay, and Alley Cat's other book, the ending turned out well. Good. Yay. And Alley Cat loved Aragon. Yes. And you'll be honest that this current book is not your favorite, but it's okay. Hopefully you'll. Yeah, I hope so. I mean, I saw it and I thought it was worth giving a shot. So eventually it's on my to be read shelf. We'll see when I get to it. Okay. Let's do one more sprint, another good sized sprint. Whose timer should we use now? Here we go. Let's use SIDS, which apparently I have not viewed on this account. I know I viewed it before, but maybe I was on my other account. Anyway, okay. So we have SID S Sapax timer, 25 minutes, and I'm like leaning over, which is not good for posture. But anyway, save your document. Make sure you have something to hydrate with. Go ahead and take a sip. 3, excuse me, y'all. Straighten your spine and roll your shoulders back for a posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Those are your reminders. We can now get started. 25 minutes, which should just about take us up to the top of the hour. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! All right. That was the end of that sprint. There was no sound, which I forgot about. So that was the end of that sprint. How'd you do, either for that sprint or for the whole session? Because it is now 5 o'clock. We have made it to the end. How'd we do? Lizzie made it back and has a milkshake. And he's going to be outlining a budget. Nice. And Rain popped over on Twitch to say hello. So hello. And Chloe says, I made an iced coffee, read through some beta notes, and went on a rant about how Victoria's Secret's cup sizes only go up to an average size. Yes. So less productive this time. And let's see. Do you pronounce your name with the hard G or the softer G? So, because it's either Gillian or Jillian. So you got yourself set up for a good day of writing and then realized that the heat is malfunctioning. Oh no. So you're trying to sort that out so you don't freeze. Goodness gracious. Well, I wish that Megan and those who are in the California area could just send you some heat, but unfortunately that is not the way that the world works. So hopefully you can get this fixed so that you don't have to worry about freezing while you write. CB says, I'll be right back. And Lizzie says, I made a header of a page titled Series Working Titles. Publishing. Oh, okay, so you inserted your working title. Publishing timeline, budgets, goals, and all the extras. Excellent. So you're getting organized. Like it says now, I'm now at 15%. It's a freaking big book. It is a rather thick tome, yes. And I'm assuming since you can give us a percentage each time, you are reading on a device rather than physical handheld, unless you can just calculate page numbers and percentages that way. I got a bit more done. Got a little bit more organized in that particular document. Sorry. Okay, so tea is not lasting as long as coffee. But I had 2 cups of tea today, so not sure where the yawns are coming from. Maggie says, I'm making 1 chapter per sprint. That's awesome. That's great. Lizzie says, I have 3 working titles: Before Us, Before There Was Us, and When We Faced the Music. So you put the 3rd one down. You have so many ideas. Yes. Ideas are awesome. And that's why I love, I have my title pages in, or my title idea pages in my bullet journal, because I just always have ideas for titles. So I've got that page, and then I have rolled over onto a 2nd page. So I have lots of ideas of titles. Plenty of titles, just not enough books written. So, you know, I need to update my books I've read page. I have not done that since a while ago. All right, but then I will do that off stream. So, Ellie Cat says, yes, it's on a Kindle. When you first saw it, you were surprised by how big it is. Yeah, it's rather thick. Rather thick. Of course, usually they do try and pick thicker paper because it feels more luxurious. So sometimes hardbacks are fluffed with air inside the paper fibers. Others are not actually, and they're just like that thick. So Megan says, happy Camp NaNoWriMo. You will be finished with all 70,000 words today. Hooray! That is awesome. That is amazing. Props to you being done more than 10 days ahead of schedule. Lizzie said, okay, before, then, now, after. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. You only have the pen pal romance titled. You have no idea what to add to the other 3. Better before we collided sounds too much like after we collided. You're keeping it though. Nice. I like that. I think one of the few pen pal stories that I have read, I mean, I've read several that are like more modern and like text messages rather than letters, but I think the first one I remember reading was P.S. Longer Letter Later. And then I think the second one in that book was like Snail Mail You Later or something. But P.S. Longer Letter Later was, I think, a very cute title that sort of like made sure that you, when you saw it, you knew it was something about letters. So I don't know if you want to go that route for titles or not. And Gillian says, way to go. All right. Okay, so it is the end of our session. I have scheduled the streams as normal this week, and I will keep them as best I can. And I will let y'all know if anything changes. But I have them scheduled as normal Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern, and Sunday, 2 to 5 p.m. Eastern. So I will be around. Let's see, what else is going on today? I know we have the usual suspects in Davin's playlist. So let me pop in that. There's Devin's playlist. And then also don't forget that Austin K streams over on Twitch, usually games and chatting, Sunday evenings at 6 p.m. Eastern. I'm trying to think who else streams on Twitch on Sundays. I don't remember off the top of my head, but there are places to go and people to see, things to eat, all that kind of all the good stuff. Just make sure you check out Devin's playlist. Make sure that you remember to give some likes and comments and maybe some subscriptions to the people who make the timers that we usually use. HK Darkwood, Charlie Dorsett, and Laura Nettles we use quite often. Sid's Pack makes them. Who else? Camille Myrick has some that are also really good. Lisa Daly has some timers that she uses. So there are timers all around that if you use them, make sure that you are giving some appreciation to the author tubers who made them. All righty. I think that's all I have to say. So don't forget to save. Don't forget to save before you leave. And I will see y'all later. Bye.